Alrighty, well, real quick, I wasn't planning on making a video today, but I wanted to talk about this. I needed to talk about this as a fellow YouTuber. There's been some really crazy stuff that's been happening just in the last hour or 2 hours right here on YouTube for The Brosen. This is the podcast that was just formed by Adam Drake and company. A lot of the core crew of The Chosen since the very beginning have formed this podcast that launched about a month ago. And so now, earlier today, their channel was just completely banned from YouTube. So I'm going to go over what happened, what happens when this goes on YouTube, what is going on behind the scenes, and maybe how you could help, how you could be praying and thinking about things as we go forward. So if you don't know about The Brosen, we've talked about it on the channel before. It's a podcast. That's all it is from the core crew of The Chosen. Adam Drake is kind of the host of this podcast, and he brings on different guests, casts, and crew of The Chosen. And they've been working on this for months and months and months and months. If you don't know, running a YouTube channel and launching a YouTube channel to be very successful is very, very difficult. And yet Adam and his team, the other guys, The Brosen, have worked really hard on this podcast, doing episodes throughout when they were shooting, and even at ChosenCon recently, I know they were shooting an episode. So they've been doing this for a long time, getting ready for this for a long time. And I've even been helping behind the scenes, trying to get this channel up and running and trying to give them a little bit of advice of, the small things that I do know about YouTube. However, earlier today, without warning, without anything, their channel was completely deleted. Now, how does this normally work on YouTube? Well, normally you have different warnings that happen ahead of time, and you get kind of a 3-strike system. 3 strikes and you're out in terms of violating heavy copyright or violating community guidelines. However, it seems like a lot of things happened at the same time for the Brosen YouTube channel. So if we look at this here, you can see real quick, just a quick flex on my part. I was the first subscriber for the Brosen, I had a little bit of an advantage. I knew about it before it launched. So quick flex there. But this is obviously what the channel looked like before. Earlier today, this is what the channel looked like. The channel has been removed because it violated community guidelines. Now, this is really crazy. Normally what happens, for example, on our channel, since we react to a lot of content, especially The Chosen or other Christian media projects, what happens on our channel is that we will get copyright claims. These are not strikes in the sense of I'm going to get my channel deleted. However, the claims could take away my monetization for a single video. Now, this doesn't always feel great for us on this channel, right? Oftentimes we lose monetization and we lose out on all the revenue from a single video because of copyright claims. However, the next level to that is a copyright strike. This is a 3-strike you're out sort of system, like I said, where if you get a strike, that means that not only can you not monetize the video, but most likely it's going to be removed completely from the platform. And on top of that, you get 3 strikes and your channel is completely deleted. Now, on the other side of this are community violations. You can also get strikes not just from copyright, but also from community violations, from different policies that YouTube has. Now, unfortunately, much of the time, YouTube is not clear on what you did wrong. So in this example, for example, this is the message that a lot of people will get, and this is the message that they got for the Brosen. So, hi, the Brosen. You see all of these repeated infractions that have taken place, and what they specifically call out is spam, deceptive practices, and scams policy. So they have violated these policies somehow, but this is just not true. There's no point in the Brosen's 3 videos that they've put up where they've asked for money. There's no point in which they are scamming anybody or spamming anybody. These are literally just podcast episodes. Now, this is really, really crazy because normally, even if you do violate some of these policies, you would get a strike of some sort, right? And then you would have that 3-strike you're out type of system. However, here, this at the bottom, if you read this, we have permanently removed your channel from YouTube going forward. You won't be able to access, possess, or create any other YouTube channels. So not only is this channel deleted, but the account that it's associated with can no longer produce any other channels or content or anything else. Okay, this is obviously a really, really big deal. But notice what this says in here is that it doesn't show exactly what they did. It doesn't show, hey, at this timestamp in this video, you did this thing. YouTube is always very, very vague with how they deal with this kind of stuff. And it's very, very annoying. And so here, the owners of the Brosen, Adam and the guys, they have no idea what they did or how to even fix this, right? Now, we've done some things in the last couple of hours, like reach out to YouTube on Twitter, try to appeal this. There's an appeal process that they can go through in this. And finally, the channel is reinstated, sort of. So if we go to the videos here, you can see that there are only 5 videos on the channel, and there's only 1 full episode of the actual podcast, episode 3, the most recent episode. So the majority of their views and watch time and everything else is actually completely gone from this channel. So the 2 full episodes that they did before, the one that they launched with, and the second episode, those 2 are completely gone, and the only one that's left is this one with Little James, Jordan Ross. So most of their views, most of their watch time is actually completely deleted from the channel, and it can't be accessed anymore. That means that they are unable to monetize their channel, for example. They're unable to keep on, going with their channel. They can create new content. However, the other videos that are now restricted on their channel cannot be seen by anybody. This, as a YouTuber, is terrifying. You guys might be like, oh, yay, their channel got reinstated. That's great. But if this happened, for example, to my channel, and 2/3 of my videos got just deleted from the platform for no reason, I mean, I would be really in a bad spot. So this is terrifying. So why are we even talking about this? What can you guys do? Number one, obviously, we can pray, right? We want to be praying that their channel gets reinstated. Not only that, but their channel begins to grow and grow and grow on YouTube. As me and Adam have been talking behind the scenes, we're both really interested in growing the kingdom of God, right? That's what we want to do. That's our main goal. And so he wants to do that through this podcast and obviously through The Chosen and other projects that he works on. I want to do that through my YouTube channel and create content as much as I can to glorify God and to build his kingdom and to allow you to see the true kingdom of God, right? That's my mission. And so this is like my worst nightmare as a YouTuber, because YouTube oftentimes, it feels like we're stuck to this platform because it's the only place that we can make content and make a revenue and make it a real job, right? This is why we have situations like this, I should say, is why we have Patreon, right? If you want to support us, go to Patreon, because then no matter what, if YouTube shuts us down or they randomly delete our channel one day or they delete most of our content, then you can still have access to all of that stuff over on Patreon, and you help to support us without us having to be as reliant on YouTube. If there was a better alternative, I would be posting everywhere. But right now, there's not really. Rumble is not super viable for a lot of people, and there's a lot of other sketchy kind of sites and different things that just don't do what YouTube does. YouTube is stable most of the time. But this scares me. Things like this scare me. So, like I said, number one, pray. Pray that Adam has peace, first off, that the Brosen is able to grow and that they're able to do mighty, mighty things. But then also go support their channel. So the one episode that is up, episode 3 with Little James, if you've watched it, go watch it again. If you haven't watched it, go over there, subscribe, and watch. It will really, really help them out. This is not a small thing. Like, this is a really big deal. Imagine if the Chosen channel just got deleted overnight for no reason, out of nowhere. That's exactly how it feels, right? When you've worked on something for months and months and months and months, and it just disappears out of nowhere. This is terrifying. So anyway, if anybody has any contacts at YouTube or anything like that that could help to maybe, make this process a little bit faster for them, getting their videos back online, that would be great. Reach out to Adam and reach out to the team over there. Leave a comment on his video. Other than that, let's just blow up the Brosen with as much support as we possibly can and help them through this situation. Especially when their channel is so new. They've just launched a few weeks ago. So I can't imagine what this is going to do to their analytics and some different things behind the scenes. It's going to really confuse the YouTube algorithm, and hopefully it doesn't, but my gut feeling is that it will push them down and not allow them to be as, not allow them to grow as much as they need to, especially as a new channel. So anyway, crazy situation today. I was not expecting this at all, but I had to talk about it to get the word out there, to let you guys know. And if you can help, please help. If nothing else, go support the Brosen over there. Of course, I'll leave their link in the description down below, and go subscribe, watch some more of their videos, help them to keep on growing and get this podcast rolling, because I know it's going to be the biggest in the Chosen space in no time. So anyway, thank you guys so much. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.